Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a shop update for, well, up till now, the end of November 2019. So let's get into it as always. Alright, so just a few things to go over real quick. I thought about doing a layout update, but there's like one thing worth talking about. So I am going to wait and do a layout update in probably another 3 weeks. But in the meantime, I thought I would whet the appetite with a shop update. So anyways, off the Workbench, got a couple things going. I'll just start over here. But this is a Soundtrax TSU Tsunami 2 sound chip. This is meant for the Genesis models. Interesting story. I had a TSU hardwired 1100 in here, and then the decoder went bad on me, and it was toast. And in preparation for that, you can't see it, but I had trimmed those clips, and I had cut a trough in the plastic right there for the wires. So it was all nice and good for that, and it worked. And then I went ahead and decided to get a new one. I went ahead and decided to go with the circuit board design. So obviously I got to have a mounting platform. So I've come back and pretty much just, this will rest right on top of there. That's 2 strips of styrene. I can't remember what the size is. Wait a minute. 60 by, sorry. Evergreen product number 340, 060 by something styrene strip. I can't remember what the other number is, but I did that. This is also kind of, just FYI for those of you who don't know, this is kind of Frankenstein engine. Had a Genesis motor, had a blue box motor with the hex flywheels. So I put a Genesis motor in here, and the blue box motor is going in one of my dummy F units to get my other Union Pacific F7A up and going. But that meant I ended up making new drive shafts and a new motor mount. And yeah. But anyways, so that's going on. I've done that. As far as shell goes, we've got the lead glued in the back portion. We've got a little divider there. That's for the speaker, not the speaker, for the capacitor. The speaker is glued right there underneath the hood, and the sound is going to come out right there through the smokestack. The cab, again, sorry, shaky cam people, I'm having to freehand this. Put the phone in my steadier hand. But the cab went back, and yep, it's going to do it. I did not mean to rub all those off, but went back, popped the number boards out, and scraped the back of them off because it was coated with black spray paint, and these are technically clear styrene, so these will light up. But so I did that, and then the other lead sticking out the front on the blue and white lead is going to go right. You can see the headlights. So anyways, I got 4 extra functions on this decoder. So we are going to have the number boards on one. We'll have truck lights for a second. And then I'm going to try and do courtesy lights on the walkways. So that will all, those last 2, the truck mounts and courtesy lights, will probably be with the Evans Design Co. surface mount LEDs. I just got to come in and carve out a channel on here, and probably carve out a channel on the bottom of this so it doesn't get caught anywhere. But that, and then the other thing I've started doing is, if I can get it up here a minute, I'm using these micro connectors from Micromart to plug everything in. So like these 2, you can unplug these, take the drive shafts off, and I can pop either one of these trucks out if I ever need to get to it for maintenance. So I'll do the same thing. I'll have another 2-pin right here, and then before the decoder, So if heaven forbid anything ever happens to this decoder, I can unscrew it from the styrene, unplug this, and just pop it up. And I'll do the same thing with all the lighting outputs. They will have their own series of micro pin connectors, so I can just lift the whole shell off. And then I'll probably put another pair in there. So down the road, I can go back and add a cab interior to that and just pop the cab off. So try making everything nice and modular. But when it's done, it'll get MU with the SD70As. So anyways, darn, I've wasted 5 minutes talking about that one locomotive. Gosh. So anyways, that's that. A couple other things I've been tackling. This is one of the hoppers I got from Rich. You can see I spray painted the weight, spray painted the screws, replaced the metal wheel sets. Couplers are engaged and trip pins are at height. The only problem with this particular car, so I don't know if you can see this, but and this is going to be really bad, shaky cam. The wheel rubs that piece of plastic right there when it's going down the track, and that's really thick, molded on brake detail and everything. So I am probably going to pop that off and rebuild that entire end because there's so much friction it barely rolls. And I know the wheels turn fine because I reamed out the axle pockets. So that's going to be an interesting little rebuild. Finished this one also. Nothing wrong with it. It runs fine. AccuRail kit, so I sprayed the metal weight. Forgot to spray the heads, but this has Katie's. Again, they're at the correct height. I had to use a undershank on this end, but the coupler matches height and the trip pins are correct, so it runs fairly well. Other thing, got a couple of Nolan's cars finished. These are older Atherton blue box, but I basically put styrene in there to get it up to the right height. And then, if I can get this in an angle where you can see it, I put a Katie coupler box on there and Katie number 5's in there because they already had Katie couplers. They were just truck mounted and we want body mount. So did that one and did the same thing with this one. I probably got the coupler pocket a little too far back. I'm thinking we might have to put a long shank in there, but it is what it is. So that's the majority of what's been on the workbench. As far as locomotives go, the project is get this one done. And then I'm going to turn my attention to the Atlas Roco S2 I picked up at the estate sale. And then I'm probably going to turn my attention to the Spectrum 8-40 CW I got off of one of my friends from Missouri. And once I do that, this one, the Dash 8, the SD70As, or all three of them, and the SD50, all four of them are going to be MU'd. So that'll be a nice little lash up. But anyways, I do want to mention we're heading over to Aunt Jones for Thanksgiving. So among the turkey stuff, I will be making our trip to Train Master Models. This time I'm going to try and get some footage inside the store. It's a fantastic store. But I'll be looking for that. Hopefully some rail fanning because the shop is right across from the tracks. And yeah, that's probably going to do it. And obviously a mail call if I pick anything up at the hobby shop, which you know I will. So as always, thank you everybody for watching. You know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click that bell icon. You'll get notified whenever I upload. And, other thing I mentioned, this whole Copa deal. I am still thinking about what to do with that. So I have thought about, well, okay, I'll make this short. So if you're not interested in hearing about Copa, go ahead and stop now. If you are, here's another 4 minutes worth of video for you. But I'm thinking about that. Basically what I'm thinking of doing is either A, marking all my content as adult, or B, making the YouTube stuff kid friendly and just making it simple, like layout, like run bys, and that sort of thing. Just, that sort of thing with no background, so I don't have to worry about background noises. And then stuff like op session videos and construction videos and that sort of thing. Just from now on, posting them on MRH. And if I do that, I will amend the trailer video so that I have a little screen on there saying for layout updates, layout tours, you gotta check out, MallRabbitHobbyist.com, whatnot, so on and so forth. But that, and then I know this will probably be a shock, but I have thought very briefly about pretty much just shutting down the channel entirely, moving everything over to MallRabbit Hobbyist and Facebook, and leaving one video up on the channel that says, go to, MallRabbit Hobbyist / Goose and the Caboose Productions. And, I don't want to do that. I probably won't, but that's what I've been thinking. So anyways, I'm not going to get into it. There's dozens of videos out there about Copa. That's just FYI what I might be doing. So anyways, actually, you know what? Y'all can put in the comments below. I would like to know how many of you would actually follow me over to MallRabbit Hobbyist if I went ahead and stopped posting on here. Which link for it is on the top of my homepage right now. It goes to my blog. That link will stay there. So you'd still be able to get there from my homepage. So anyways, all that out of the way. As always, thank you guys for watching. Take care. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. I got to add this in, people, so no rabbit trail. But happy Thanksgiving. Remember, it's not about the turkey. It's about the founders and God's grace in our history. So anyways, nonetheless, enjoy the food. So take care. God bless. And I will see y'all on the next video. And happy Thanksgiving.